present The Pitch, your local sports show that covers all the local sports and a little bit more. With your hosts, Russ Oker and Chad Lee Kessner. And now, here's The Pitch.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Pat Doherty Field here on the campus of Indian Hills Community College. It is time for the Wildcats up there in Carlisle country, and they are the 10th ranked team in the state of Iowa. And the Centerville Big Reds will have a tall task tonight, but it's a team that's been playing some good baseball. I'm Russ Oker, along with me, as always, the Hall of Famer Chad Lee Kessner and Mr. Josh Bryce. It's a Pitch Sports Show Gamecast, our third Gamecast of the year, and we're proud to be back here at Pat Doherty Field for Big Red baseball. The JV game did not go our way. It was a quick turnaround as the Carlisle team defeated the Big Reds 11-0 in that, and the varsity team will try to bounce back and make a little more noise here tonight against 10th ranked Carlisle. We'll grab a break, come back. Chad and Josh will give us their thoughts on the game, and we'll take a look at who makes this all possible when we come back on Hy-Vee's The Pitch Gamecast.
Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCLG Centerville. Another Gamecast tonight. We're live at Pat Doherty Field, where the Centerville Big Reds are getting set to take on the Carlisle Wildcat baseball team. And the Big Reds are at 13-9 on the season, 10-2 in conference. And, Chad, you know, this is a non-conference game, but the Big Reds are kind of at a point in the season where they need to see, can they play with the big boys? And this is going to be a great test tonight.
Yeah, this is a good measuring stick for Centerville. We are playing pretty good baseball right now, so we'll see how we come out against the 10th ranked Wildcats from Carlisle up there. So hopefully we'll get a gauge where we're at. I know we only got 3 innings in up at Pella, and at that point in time it's 0-0. So that was kind of another one of those measuring sticks that we'd like to have. And unfortunately we got rained out against Knoxville, so we don't know quite where the conference standings are going. So this will be a good test for us, and hopefully even if we drop this one, we get back on the track in conference play.
Well, right now the Big Reds are 10-2 in conference. Knoxville's at 8-2. So, you know, if we don't get all the games in, we'd have a half a game on them that way. But I'm sure they'll do their best to get all the games in between now and when it is tournament time. Well, Josh, tough order tonight for the Big Reds. Carlisle, one of the best teams in the state, and a young man by the name of Peyton Stevens represents quite a bit of a struggle in and of himself.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we were kind of going over some of his stats before the game. What would a .515 batting average? What was it?
9 home
home runs, 7 doubles. I mean, the kid can obviously, he knows how to rake. I mean, he's going to go out there and swing the bat. So we should probably be careful with him because that's one guy that could probably beat you by himself, it looks like.
Well, he's a senior, and Chatty's also got 10 stolen bases. So you're looking at, we assume he can throw a little, too. You're kind of looking at a high school version of a Mike Trout here, sort of.
Yeah, it definitely. They're center fielder, so you know he can run a little bit, obviously, with the 10 stolen bases. He's proven that. So, like we were talking, the 10 home runs or 9 home runs might be a little, they play on a smaller field up there at Carlisle, and we don't know where all they've played, but they come down here. I'm sure they get down here and stare out at that 397 in center field with a big green monster out there, and they think, well, now we've gotten somewhere. So if he hits one out of here, we'll know he's the real deal.
Yeah, there's no cheapies here at Pat Doherty Field. Well, the Centerville Big Reds have the man they want on the mound tonight in this non-conference game. Hunter Cowan has been our ace this year. Hunter's 5-1 on the season with a 2.73 ERA, 18 strikeouts, and 13 walks. And for Carlisle, they got a guy that doesn't throw a whole lot. Joe Crowley is a senior. He's going to go tonight. He's got a 1-0 record, a 2.4 ERA. And for Crowley, not a whole lot of innings pitched, just 6 appearances and 11 2/3 innings on the year. So certainly not their ace of the staff, but when you are Carlisle and you have the depth that they have, we would expect that Crowley is a formidable opponent as well. We'll grab a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Power Insurance starting lineups. That's coming up next on Hy-Vee's The Pitch Gamecast.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan. It's safe and convenient. I have options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appomattox County.
We are set for baseball. The Big Reds have taken to the field. Hunter Cowan is on the mound for Centerville. Let's take a look at the Power Insurance starting lineups for Carlisle tonight. Peyton Stevens leads off and plays center field. Josh spoke about him. 5.15 average, 9 home runs, 10 stolen bases. Zach Emberlin will play left field and bat second. Max McKay will catch and bat third. Anthony Hansen, the first baseman, hits cleanup, and he's hitting along at a 586 clip. Third baseman Jordan Pierce will bat fifth. Batting sixth, Nate Mortimer, the shortstop. The designated hitter, Max Goodhue, bats seventh. Batting eighth, Matt Rhodes in right field. And batting ninth, Pinson Mikesel, the second baseman. And doing the pitching is Joe Crowley, the senior. Defensively for the Centerville Big Reds, Tiger Terpstra is out in left field. Tommy Matley in center. Jake Hargraves in right field. McCain Oden is at third. Up the middle, we've got Brett Kozelrich at short. Tyson Maloma at second. Daniel Hargrave at first. Trey Reinhardt is handling the pitches from the senior Hunter Cowan on the mound. So the Big Reds and Carlisle set for action. Trey fires one down to second, and we are ready for baseball on the pitch game cast. And Peyton Stevens steps in. Again, we talked about that, hitting .515, but what that means, guys, he gets out about half the time. So we do have a chance.
Well, that's always a good thing. Yeah, if we can get him out half the time.
Sunny side up right there. Yeah. Here we go. Hunter Cowan winds and delivers. The first pitch of the ball game is upstairs, 1-0. Carlisle is 16-4 on the season. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. A good veteran umpiring crew tonight. Tony Curry behind the plate. He calls a very nice ball game, and Mark Halverson is out on the bases tonight. So we've got a quality umpiring crew here. Here's the 1-1 from Hunter. Breaking ball. Missed. Come on, Tony. That was down low, 2-1 on Peyton Stevens. Upstairs, 3-1. Hunter Cowan going to head up to Marshalltown next year and play baseball for Coach Rich Greif up there. The 3-1 delivery. Ground ball towards the hole on the left side, backhanded by Brett, but it's not going to be playable. A nice stop by Brett, but it'll be a single for Peyton Stevens, and he looked like he got down the line real well.
Yeah, he like we mentioned before, the center fielder, 10 stolen bases. He got down the line very quickly, and Brett, even if he wouldn't have bobbled the ball, he did the right thing and just held it instead of throwing it away and trying to make a bad throw.
Yeah, Brett was deep in the hole there. I don't think he had any chance to get him anyway. So it goes as an infield single for Stevens. Look for him to run, and there he goes. The throw down is in time. They got him. Nice throw by Trey Reinhardt right on the money, and he gets the speedy Stevens. The pitch was a ball, but a big play for the Big Reds as Reinhardt guns down Stevens for the first out of the inning. Just underway, no score in Pat Doherty. And it's Zach Imberlin, the batter, and that's upstairs 2-0.
The first pitch was a little up, and I think that actually helped Trey up. He had to come up out of his stance and fired one down there to get the speedy Stevens.
Strike called, 2-1. A lot of action in Centerville tonight. The Redettes are at home hosting a triangular. So a lot of action down at the Redette field as well. Swing and a miss on the heater from Callan. And it's 2-2 now on Imberlin. Imberlin's a .370 hitter on the season. Here's the 2-2 from Callan. Swing and a miss, he got him.
You got the rough star up and working yet?
No, not yet. I thought I'd let it work a few pitches. Okay. Josh might be able to come up with a radar gun on the computer. I got everything else going there. Here's Max McKay, the catcher, a .464 hitter. When you look at these averages, it's very clear to see why Carlisle is 16-4 and ranked in the top 10. That's upstairs, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Hunter. And that one misses 2-0. No score here in the top of the first. The pitch game cast presented by your local Hy-Vee store. 3-0 now as that one missed up and away. The wind and the 3-0 delivery is ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Max McKay, and that'll bring up Anthony Hansen. Now, Hansen is the big stick in the lineup. He is a .586 hitter with 11 home runs. But again, while those home runs are impressive and we don't want to take away from it, they do play on a very small ballpark in Carlisle. So I think we went up there last year and hit 2 or 3 home runs. Chad, we got a runner in the ball game.
Ben Hooray is
in to run for the catcher, McKay. There's the ball lifted up and out of play. 0-1.
Hanson's a big guy, so a lot of these base hits are out in the outfield. It doesn't look like he beats too many infield base hits.
0-1 on Hanson with a runner on first and Ray, and that's upstairs. 1-1.
Hanson kind of looks like Andres Galarraga, that big, wide open stance, kind of a big fellow standing there in the box.
Cowan checks his runner at first. With 2 outs, there's a chance that Ray would look to run here and get himself in scoring position. Try to steal a run with a couple of outs. 8 stolen bases on the season for Ray. He's got a pretty good lead. The pitch, 2-1. Of course, with Trey gunning down one of their big base stealers, when you do that early, it kind of sets the tone and lets them know that you got a guy that can throw back there. It's not going to be just a track meet today. The 2-1 upstairs again, 3-1, and Hunter. A 4-pitch walk to McKay, and now he's behind in the count. 3 balls and a strike to Anthony Hanson.
Hunter's missed everything up. He slipped earlier in the inning, and I wonder if that's just not in the back of his mind a little bit. He doesn't want to actually follow through and fall down again.
Well, there's one lifted in the air, right side, foul territory. Hargrave gives chase. It may be playable, and it is. Hargrave makes a tremendous catch laying out in the foul territory over there by the fence, and boy, anytime you can get that young man, you've done something. And so we get Hanson to fly out in foul territory on a nice play by Daniel Hargrave to end the inning. We have played through a half inning, no score. We're back to Pat Doherty after this.
Since 1961, Pershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Pershey Roofing and Painting, 3rd generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sells & Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corydon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sells & Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sells & Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corydon.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Tiger Terps are in to lead things off for the Centerville Big Reds. Count 2-1 on the leadoff man for Coach Ryan Hodges. And that one's on the inside corner for a strike, 2-2. Joe Crowley on the mound for Carlisle. In left field, it's Emberlin. In center field, it's Stevens. And the right fielder is Rhodes. Here's the 2-2. Flared off the right side out of play. Third baseman is Pierce. The shortstop is Nate Mortimer. At second base, it's Mike Cassell. And the first baseman is Big Anthony Hanson. Behind the dish, Max McKay. And on the mound again is Joe Crowley. We'll look at the Big Red. We'll line up the Power Insurance starting line. For the Big Reds, he'll play left field, followed by McCain Oden at third base. Hunter Callan, the pitcher, bats third. Brett Kosarich will hit cleanup and play shortstop. Daniel Hargrave, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Catcher Trey Reinhardt hit 6th. Right fielder Jake Hargrave bats 7th. The second baseman Tyson Baloma will hit 8th, and Tommy Batley will play center field and bat 9th for the Big Reds. That pitch is off speed and in the dirt. Noden lays off 1-0. Seen quite a bit of off-speed stuff early here. Even saw what I thought might have been a knuckleball, the Tiger, in that at-bat. So Crowley could be one of those jump guys.
Guy after your own heart, I would say so.
If you can't throw it by him, you got to trick him. That would missed outside 2-0 on the youngster McCain Oden. A 348 batting average for McCain. There's a ball hit in the air to right field. Rhodes is out there, and he's got it for the second out of the inning. It doesn't look like that Crowley's going to overpower you. It looks like the Big Reds should be able to put the ball in play tonight, but this is a solid Carlisle defense. A 970 fielding percentage, or 961 for Carlisle, so they don't make a whole lot of mistakes. Here's Hunter Cowan, steps in. 2 home runs on the season for Hunter. First pitch to strike. Crowley with just 6 strikeouts on the season. That one missed outside, 1-1. Nobody on. No score in the bottom half of the first. A pitch game cast presented by your local Hy-Vee store. The 1-1. That missed outside as well, 2-1. The line on the 2-1 delivery is hit in the air off the right side, out of play.
Seems like we just can't time them up quite yet. We're shooting everything off to the right side of the field, so hopefully we'll be able to time them a little bit better and get some big hits.
Swing and a miss on the curveball, and Crowley records a strikeout to end the inning. We played through 1. No score at Pat Doherty. We're back with Hy-Vee's The Pitch Game Cast after this.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon. They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500.
We go to the top half of the second, the Centerville Big Reds and the Wildcats from Carlisle. No score here. The Big Reds are 13-9 on the season, 10-2 in conference play, and they are atop the South Central Conference right now. And you got to be pleased with this group of kids. You know, last year was a bit of a rough year, first year for Coach Hodges, a lot of young guys. Now we're seeing the benefits of the hard work and these kids staying with it.
Yeah, most definitely. Like we talked before and talked a lot last year. Well, they're young. Well, now they got some experience, and now they're almost veterans.
There's a ball lifted in the air on the left side, high in the air out in the left field grass. Brett Kozeridge will drift out and make the catch for the first out of the inning off the bat of Jordan Pierce. Here's Nate Mortimer, the shortstop for Carlisle. He's just a sophomore. Swing and a miss. Well, if you're tuned in tonight, you can send us your text messages in support of your favorite player, favorite team. Shout out to the Big Reds, 641-895-0862. 641-895-0862. The 0-1 to Mortimer was a breaking ball that missed outside, 1-1. Next week, I believe we'll be back down at the Red Field. We got a break there, and they got a make-up game. So we'll take on that challenge next week as the Redettes will take on Knoxville in a big conference matchup. That's upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. With nobody on and 1 out here, no score, top of the second. That's upstairs, 3-1. Congratulations to all the young gals from around here that competed at the Nationals for tumbling in Knoxville, Tennessee. I had a lot of folks from Appanoose County and the surrounding areas head out to Knoxville, Tennessee last week, and we're proud of those young ladies. That's a strike on the outside corner with a fastball from the right arm of Hunter Count. I got him at about 81 mile an hour here. The 3-2 lifted in the air up over our heads. Josh, you find a radar gun on that thing? There's got to be a
I might be able to find.
There's got to be a
I'll find something for you.
The radar, I think Cochran had one of those. Kevin Cochran. I don't know how accurate
Yeah,
it is.
but it said I threw 119.
Oh, well, that'd be close. Maybe it said the temperature was 119.
Oh, that could be it. That could be it.
Full count here on Mortimer. And the delivery is swung on and hit off the right side out of play. I want to thank the folks at the Annuity Shop, Henry and Brenda Orpin. Always pleased to support Centerville Athletics and whatever our youngsters are doing. Henry, of course, a big-time Big Red fan. You'll hear his voice this fall on the PA for the football team. There's a line shot in the left field base hit off the bat of Mortimer, and it's a 1-out single for the Wildcat. And Max Goodhue steps in. He's an even 400 hitter. Well, with 1 out, you wouldn't think they would sacrifice, but you never know what they have in store there. Cowan will work from the stretch. Upstairs again, and Chad, he continues to miss high when he misses.
Yeah, and then it's just kind of a continuing theme here. It just looks like he's not following through, just afraid that he might slip and fall down, which the time that he did, he threw a strike. So at least he got to fall down a little bit. So we'll see if Hunter can make the adjustments to this mound.
There's a flare, shallow right center field. Looks like trouble. A snag by Tyson Bowler. Did he catch it? Did he catch that ball? No, it bounced. Oh, okay. It looked like he got it, but it bounced up and he snagged it, and he threw to second almost in time to get the runner. But really, that's a tremendous play by Tyson, because if he doesn't make that snag on the bounce, then clearly Mortimer's going to come on around to third. But he held him at second, and so 2 on. That was kind of a little bleeder single there off the bat of Goodhue. And here's Matt Rhodes. That was out in right center. From our angle, it looked to me like he snagged it, but it bounced first, and he was going out over his shoulder. Big secondary lead from second. That's a strike called on Matt Rhodes. So we got to be careful here not to let them steal a bag with 1 out. Hunter needs to keep an eye on Mortimer at second base. Swung on, and it's foul off the left side. 0-2. The one thing about Hunter, when you're missing up, and if you get up in the strike zone, that's when trouble happens.
Yeah, most definitely. I'd like to see him come with a breaking ball here, and 2 fastballs, and Rhodes has had 2 good swings at him. So hopefully he has something nasty that he can throw at him and get a strikeout here.
I wouldn't mind seeing a pickoff attempt at second base. A big lead out there by Mortimer. Maybe the inside move here. The pitch. In the dirt, Trey knocks it down, and nobody is able to advance. Nice stop there by Trey. And
Trey was looking for somewhere to throw that ball. He was coming up gunning. He looked down to third. He looked at first and just held on to it.
And catchers are always looking for somewhere to throw it. They love a good play at the plate. Fly ball on the left side, shallow left field. This should be an infield fly rule, but I haven't heard the call. That probably should have been an infield fly rule, as Brett went back and made an easy catch probably about 10 feet out in left field. That's a judgment call, but as easy of a play as Brett had on that, I'm kind of surprised they didn't call that an infield fly. But Brett makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And here is Jensen Meixel, the second baseman, with an RBI opportunity as Hunter tries to wiggle out of a bit of trouble here in the second. No score. The Big Reds and Carlisle. Upstairs again, 1-0.
This is a big out for Hunter Cowan. We do not want to let him get back to the top of their lineup and flip this order, especially with a good player like Stevens coming up to bat next.
The 1-0, upstairs again, 2-0. And home plate umpire Tony Curry is going to clean the dish off. Umpires in beige tonight, for whatever that's worth. The 2-0 missed. Ooh, that must have been outside, maybe a little low. I don't know. 3-0 then on Mikesell. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a couple of pitches here, as they would love to get Stevens to the plate with the bases loaded. Strike call. We might have got a break there. That looked like it could have been off the corner.
That's a 3-0 strike right there.
Yeah. So 3-1 here on Mikesell. Strike 2 called, same place. So the count goes full. Runners will break with the pitch. Let's see what Hunter does here. Pivotal moment early in the ball game with no score, but the dangerous Stevens looming next. That's fouled up over our heads, and we'll have to do it again. Hunter Cowan with the count full on the 9-hitter, Mikesell. Here's the pitch. No, he spins and fires, or doesn't fire to second, but chases the runner back to second base. That's Mortimer, who ripped the single to left field with 1 out. And then Goodhue kind of had a little bleeder out into right center for a base hit. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Cowan strikes out Mikesell and avoids trouble. It's the second strikeout of the ball game for the senior Hunter Cowan. No score after an inning and a half. We're back to Pat Doherty after this.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
No score after an inning and a half here at Pat Doherty. The Centerville Big Reds come into the ball game with a record of 13-9, up against Carlisle with a record of 16-4. And well, we don't have the pairings yet in baseball for the postseason, but we know who's going to be in our way as far as trying to get to a state tournament. We know who is in the district, and for the Centerville Big Reds, we know that Davis County is in there, and we certainly would feel like that's a team that we can handle, and Albia is going to be in there, another conference team. And, you know, sometimes you think on those conference teams it's a good thing because you're familiar, but the other thing is sometimes it's a bad thing because you're familiar, and teams, there's a confidence in playing teams you're familiar with. And sometimes when you're the better team, it actually can be a little bit of a hindrance. Albia, Centerville, Davis County, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Pella Christian, and Pleasantville. That is District 11. First pitch to Brett Koserich is a ball. There's a ball hit in the air, right center field. Stevens going back, still going back. It's going to go over his head and short hop the wall. Koserich will come around second, and he's going to head for third, and this could be trouble. The throw, he's out by a mile, and that was a bad decision by somebody because with nobody out, you do not take that chance. Hodges a little bit in Brett's ear, so guys, I got to believe maybe that was Brett's decision, and it was a bad one.
Yeah, he ran probably right through the stop sign. There was a nice relay from center field to the shortstop, and shortstop just gunned it over to third baseman for, like you said, an easy out there at third.
Well, when you're playing good teams, you can't make those mistakes, but we'll see what happens. Here's Hargrave. Little flare, right field. Should be an easy play for Rhodes. And just like that, you've got a leadoff double, and you think you're in business, and now you blink an eye, and there's 2 outs and nobody on. And you think about it, when you're Brett, you got Daniel and Trey coming behind you, two of the better hitters in the lineup. And now you get Trey up there with nobody on, and that's not what you want. Trey's in an RBI position for a reason. He's got 6 home runs on the season, and he's a 380 hitter, so you hate to see him up there with nobody on in front of him. That pitch is outside 1-0. That's outside 2-0. You got Clark, Earlham, Interstate 35. You got Panora, you got Van Meter, and West Central Valley on the other side. Those are the teams that would, from those teams, somebody's going to go to the state tournament. That is a ball, 3-0 on Reinhardt, with Jake Hargrave on deck. The wide and the 3-0, way outside, ball 4. Trey draws a 4-pitch walk, which means we'll see a courtesy runner. And with 2 outs, I would think somewhere in this count, the Big Reds will look to run. Time called. Let's see who Coach Hodges uses here to run for Trey.
You would think Caleb Cochran? Yes.
Yep. There he is. Good old number 24. Caleb Cochran is out of the dugout to run for Reinhardt at first base.
Here's the thing, Russ, if we have Hauser standing on second base for fly ball to right field, he probably goes to third.
Absolutely.
So now we got runners on the corner with 1 out instead of just runners on first, a runner on first with 2 outs.
Breaking ball's in there for a strike on Hargrave, 0-1. Well, let's see what Hodges wants to do here. Cochran runs pretty well, but he's fairly inexperienced at this point at the varsity level. Hargrave rips it hard but foul up the left side, and it's 0-2. No score here in the bottom half of the second inning. Carlisle 16-4 on the year, and your Big Reds are 13-9, but we're 10-2 in conference and atop the leaderboard in the South Central. The 0-2, there goes Cochran. Pitches a ball, throw down is in time. They got him.
Looks like he got stuck in the mud there a little bit, sliding into second base, but nice throw there by the catcher, McKay. He got out for Speedy Cochran.
No score. We're back with the third after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch Game Cast.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann.
We go to the top of the third and the top of the lineup for Carlisle. And it's Peyton Stevens is 1-for-1 with an infield single, and then we caught him stealing in his first at-bat. Upstairs, 1-0. Well, our best effort in a radar gun would have Cowan in the upper 70s somewhere. There's a ball ripped hard into left field, and that is going to go to the wall. That's going to be at least a double for Stevens. Terpstra is struggling to pick it up a little bit out there, but he gets it and holds Stevens to second. That was hit hard.
Looked like Stevens was very comfortable just staying at second. There again, didn't want to take the chance of getting thrown out at third base, which with his speed and with Tiger having trouble out there in left field picking up the ball, I don't know if he would have.
Here's Zach Yimberlin, the left fielder now, with a man on second in the body of Peyton Stevens and nobody out here. Kimberlin was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. This time he squares to bunt. Bunts it hard at Hargrave on a line drive, and Hargrave makes the catch. No chance to double off Stevens at second base, as we had the play on where Brett was headed to third. And that defense, you really don't have anybody to cover second base. But Kimberlin there, just not a good effort, guys. He tried to. It looked like he didn't give himself up for the team. He tried to poke it past somebody, and there he was a bit of probably a deal where you just got to lay that down and get out. But Josh looked like he was trying to get a base hit.
Yeah, he looked like he tried to muscle that up first base line, trying to get it maybe past the charging first baseman so he could get in there with a base hit.
Well, it's a big out for the Big Reds. Here's Max McCoy, the catcher, steps in. He drew a base on balls in his first at-bat. Outside 2-0. With Stevens' speed, and even though he got caught stealing second earlier, if he thinks he can get a good enough jump here with one out, I would not be completely surprised for Carlisle to push the issue here. Outside. 3-0, and of course you got a base open here, but you got the dangerous Anthony Hansen on deck. Strike call on the outside corner, 3-1. Jim Ireland Menswear is your place for all your clothing needs, whether it's business or casual, sport, or a night out on the town. Jim Ireland Menswear can help you. Stop in and see him on the south side of the Centerville Square. Fly ball, left field. Now this is going to be a long run towards the foul line. Kozlerich makes the catch over his shoulder. A tremendous catch by Brett Kozlerich. He and Tiger Terpstra were both out there. And that was a big league play by Brett on a ball that could have been trouble. So a huge out for the Centerville Big Reds.
Hunter Cowan did a nice job getting off the mound and getting over there to cover third base because McCain had kind of floated that way also. So no one was at home at third base. Luckily, Hunter was paying attention and hustled over there and covered third.
Well, now with two outs, you would expect Cowan to be very careful with Hansen. And he gets it out over the plate, and Hansen rips it into right center, and that's going to score a run. Hansen will come around first, head for second, and he'll have a stand-up double. And, guys, I'm not so sure that I wouldn't have offered a pass to Hansen with first base open. The guy's a .586 hitter. The guy behind him is a .356 hitter. So a little bit surprised that maybe we didn't talk about that a little bit and put Hansen on or at least work around him.
Yeah, you would have thought we wouldn't have just kind of grouped one there the first pitch. Exactly. Yeah, Hansen, I mean, obviously he doesn't have much speed, so put him on at first base. You wouldn't have to worry too much about him over there.
That's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to Jordan Pierce, who flew out to Brett at short in his first at-bat. 1-0. Carlisle grabs the lead here in the top half of the third inning. That's a ball, 1-1. Two outs, Hansen on second. See if Hunter can get out of this right here. Scoreboard reads 2-0, but the score is 1-0. There's a base hit into left field. Let's see what they do. Terpstra's got it clean. We fire into the shortstop, Kozrich. I'm still confused on our cutoff play. Obviously, that's the way we're doing it. We're throwing it to Brett, and maybe that's because McCain's an eighth grader and we want to get the ball in Brett's hands, but that just... The third baseman's got to be the cut there, Chad. It doesn't do much good just to throw the ball to Brett out in shallow left field.
No, and as we talked on our first game cast, McCain's been around the game long enough. He's got a strong arm. He knows what to do with the baseball. I would not be afraid to put McCain in that situation and let him cover those cutoffs.
Nate Mortimer steps in. He's singled now. Runners on the corners. Hansen had to hold a third there. That's a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Well, you know Carlisle's going to score some runs. If Hunter can get through this right here, you'd feel like it's a pretty good victory to get through the top of the lineup twice and only give up a run. But he's got a tough task here with the .381 hitter, Nate Mortimer. Pitch out. The Big Reds thought there might be something up there, and there was nothing doing. Hansen's on third, and Pierce is on first. From the stretch, Hunter Cowan delivers to the plate. Upstairs again, 2-1. 1-0 Carlisle now. Trying to keep him right there. Little excuse me swing, and he fouls it off out of play, and it goes to 2-2. The Big Reds will have 7, 8, 9 in our half of the third inning. Hunter shakes off Trey a few times. Now they've come to terms. And the 2-2 just missed outside, 3-2. What a beautiful place to play baseball. Pat Doherty Field, one of the nicest ballparks in the entire state. We're lucky to have it right here in Centerville, Iowa, on the campus of Indian Hills Community College. Hunter steps off to chase the runner back. Hargrave will not hold here with a 3-2 count and 2 outs. And the pitch. Lifted off out of play. We stay full.
Maybe we pull the old fake the third, throw to first, sneak in behind him, and get him out for the third out there.
With the lead he's got over there, I think it would work. Now, there was a time when they made that play illegal at the high school level, but I feel like they've changed that. And there's a line drive into right center field. That's going to get down. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the other. 2 runs are going to be in, and he's going to head for third, and it's going to be a triple for Nate Mortimer, and it's 3-0 Carlisle. On a stand-up triple by Nate Mortimer. Well, guys, Hunter's having a hard time getting the ball down. He's got that out on the corner, but it's tough. That ball was belt high instead of at the knees, and a team like Carlisle is going to hurt you if you're getting the ball out.
Well, yeah, you're looking at these batting averages here. Their lowest batter is Rhodes at 261. So I mean,
in and of itself is respectable,
right? So they're hard out, and you just got to play good defense and make good pitches.
Goodhue steps in now, a 400 hitter. First pitch was a strike to him, and now he hits one to right field. Hargrave goes over, and he's got it for the last out of the inning. We chuckle a little because he kind of snow-coned that out there. But Carlisle gets on us for 3 in their half of the third. It's 3-0 Wildcats. We're back to Pat Doherty and Hy-Vee's The Pitch Gamecast after this.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appomattox County. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
3-0 Carlisle. We head to the bottom of the third. It'll be 7-8-9. Jacob Hargrave steps in. And not sure what's going on. Hargrave has to remove some jewelry. Come on, Jake. Well, this is a good time for the Ochre Realty in-game summary brought to you by Ochre Realty. Josh Price. What do you got?
Well, so far at this point, we're in the third inning. Carlisle's got 3 runs on 7 hits with 4 men left on base, and Centerville, no runs on 1 hit with no one left on.
That's your Ochre Realty in-game summary. First pitch to Hargrave, who's now jewelry-free, and he swings and misses 0-1. Joe Crowley, the crafty right-hander, delivers. There's a breaking ball out in the batter's box area, and that's going to be a ball, 1-1. Coming up in between innings, Josh Price will tell us about all the things going on out at your local Hy-Vee store. Got a big holiday coming up in a few weeks. Hy-Vee will have you ready for to celebrate America. That pitch missed inside on Hargrave. 2 balls and a strike.
First, Jake didn't stick that knee out. He's leading the team with
hit by Pitt. He rips this one hard into left field. Fair ball inside the line. Hargrave will come around first and dig for 2. He better hurry. The throw. He's in there. It looks like, guys, that the track out there is a little bit slow. I mean, earlier I thought maybe Caleb looked like he wasn't running that hard, but then when you look back, Stevens got thrown out stealing in the first. And then Caleb and then Hargrave looked like he had a little trouble. I think the turf or the track, whatever you want to call it, is a little bit tough out there today.
Well, we got quite a bit of rain last night. The heavy rain we've had over the last couple of days, I'll bet it's pretty sticky out there.
Here's Tyson Beloma, the sophomore second baseman for the Big Reds. That pitch is in the dirt. Big inning for the Big Reds with Carlisle getting 3 out of their top of the lineup. It'd sure be nice if the Big Reds could bounce back with at least 1 or 2 here. Hansen's in at first base, anticipating the possibility of a bunt here. That missed upstairs 2-0. J&L Flooring can cover all of your flooring needs. They're on the east side of the Centerville Square. Stop in and see J&L Flooring. That's upstairs, 3-0 on Beloma. You'd have to think he's going to be taken here for sure. That's a strike call.
Turn it back on. Can't hear our mic.
3 balls and a strike here on Beloma. Chopped up the right side, foul ball. Count stays or goes to full now on Tyson Beloma. Tyson's a .255 hitter. A lot of fun to watch this guy play baseball. He's what you'd call, I think, scrappy.
Yeah, that's a good adjective to use for Tyson. He had to sit out a little bit because he was scrappy in there, took one to the back of the head.
There's a little flare. Shallow center field, and the shortstop's got it. Mortimer. Doggone it. That looked like it might have a chance to sneak in there, but Mortimer makes a nice play out in shallow center field to retire Beloma. And Tommy Matley steps in now. With 1 out and a man on second base in the body of Jake Hargrave. Next week, we're back down to Redette Park for the Redettes in Knoxville. I'll look the second, now the pitch. That is outside on the breaking ball. Nice stop there by the catcher, Max McKay. So 1-0 on Matley. With an RBI opportunity here in the bottom of the third. Ground ball towards short. Gobbled up out there by Mortimer, and he fires across for the second out of the inning. Now the top of the lineup, Tiger Terpstra, who flew out to first in his first at-bat. Hargrave did move to third on the play. Crowley will work from the stretch with a man on third. Upstairs 1-0.
Looks like Crowley's throwing a lot of pitches this inning. Yeah, he's at 37 pitches right now, but the Big Reds need to be patient. He's thrown 19 balls and 18 strikes.
There's a fly ball, center field. Stevens drifts over and makes the catch. So we get the leadoff double, but we leave him stranded. We've played through 3 innings of baseball, and it's 3-0 Carlisle. We'll keep it here, and Josh Price is going to tell us about what's going on out at Hy-Vee. Josh, we're not too far from celebrating this nation's birthday, and I know Hy-Vee's geared up and ready for that, but what do we got this week?
Well, we got all kinds of great stuff going on this week. Tomorrow we have a great one-day sale. We got a lot of great items in there. We have 7-Up or Dr. Pepper product 6-pack half liters, 7 for $10. We also have 73% lean ground beef and a 1-pound chub, just $1.49. The new Body Armor Sports Drinks in 16-ounce bottles is 5 for $5. And all of our summer fun items are 10% off. That includes coolers, fans, can koozies, beach toys, all that great kind of stuff. Also stop in on Saturday where you can spend $50 and save 50 cents a gallon on your fuel saver card. And then next Wednesday, we're going to have Wild Wednesday. So you can come in and spend $30 and save 30 cents. And then starting next week on Thursday, going into the holiday weekend, come check us out in our garden center tent. There's going to be a great tent sale going on out there. We're going to have all kinds of great items out there for summertime fun and just a lot of great stuff to stock up. So come and check us out the next week. We got a lot of great stuff going into the holiday.
All right, stop in your local Hy-Vee store and say hello to Josh, Cole, and the whole gang out there at Hy-Vee. Well, Little League Baseball, the All-Stars will be getting going next week, Josh?
Yeah, we play Monday night.
And on the road to start, right?
No, we are at home.
At home.
We are at home Monday night. It's Tomlin National, I believe.
All right.
It's American. I can't remember. I always get those confused. But, yes, our opening night is at home Monday night. So first game, the 10-year-old will start at 6 o'clock with the 12-year-old playing right after that.
There's the ground ball towards McCain Oden at third. He's got it, fires across for the out. As they retire Matt Rhodes on the ground ball to third. And the pitch is proud to announce that we have something new coming your way. We will be broadcasting the home All-Star game. So Monday night we'll be on broadcasting, but it will be online only at thepitchsportshow.com. ThePitchSportsShow.com will bring you the play-by-play action. You can listen from any mobile device at ThePitchSportsShow.com. So spread the word. The 10-year-old and 12-year-old All-Star games Monday night will be on ThePitchSportsShow.com. That's inside. 2-0 now on Jensen Meixel. That's the ball 3-0, and Chad, you do not want to walk this guy.
No, you most definitely do not. Not only does it put someone on first base, but it also brings up the dangerous leadoff batter, Peyton Stevens.
Well, we did just that.
We didn't finish that thought fast enough.
Hunter decided he did indeed want to win.
I'll show you guys up there in the booth. What's he know what he's talking about? Yeah, I mean, what do we know up here?
Well, here's Peyton Stevens stepping in. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game.
Single and a double so far.
Allen's fouled right back into the net. If that net wasn't there, I think my mother-in-law might have had to make a play on that ball. And
she said she got it.
Yeah.
She would have had it.
I think the only thing she's ever caught is a cold.
I think she would have put it in.
The 0-1 is outside, 1-1. A ball and a strike here on the leadoff man, Peyton Stevens. That's fouled off, out of play, 1-2.
Now, your wife, all-conference player over there,
yes.
She probably would have handled it pretty well.
No problem. Been an easy snag for her.
Yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes here with a man on first and 1 out. They throw over, and he dives back in safely. Hunter Cowan from the stretch. Time is called. Stevens says you're taking too long for my likings. I want to thank the folks at the Daily Iowegian and get all your news and sports and local information from your Daily Iowegian. Proud sponsors of the Pitch Sports Show. Hunter with a nice long look to first. Now he's ready to go. Fly ball, right center field. Hargrave goes back, and he's not going to get there. It's over his head. Jacob will track it down out by the fence. The run's going to score, and Stevens will stop at third with a stand-up triple. Well, he's everything the numbers said, guys. He has been impressive tonight.
Yeah, that's a second hit, hard hit ball, especially that one. that last one there, it probably would have been a home run up at his home.
Yeah, I mean, now Stevens is basically a home run away from hitting the cycle already, and here we are in the top of the fourth.
The Big Reds are going to bring the infield in here. And the pitch. It's a safety squeeze, the bunt's down. Cowan flips to the plate, and he's safe. That's boy, guys, it just didn't look like the urgency was there from us on that. I don't think that was, I feel like he should have been out at the plate, but I just didn't sense the urgency. An underhanded flip there from Hunter, a pretty good bunt. One thing I would note there, too, is if you're going to bring the infield in, you about have to pitch out of the stretch. I mean, if bringing the infield in and throwing out of the windup kind of contradicts yourself a little bit. You know, you've got to hold that runner as close to third as you can.
Yeah, most definitely. That gives that runner that extra. As soon as he takes that step back, we can start breaking. And especially if it's a definite suicide squeeze, I couldn't see the runner there at third.
No, it was a safety squeeze that time. But the other thing is, with you being a right-handed pitcher, you can really hold that runner tight at third like a left-hander can at first. So, nonetheless, it is a field of choice safety squeeze. Safe at first is Emberlin, and it's now 4-0 Carlisle. And Coach Hodges will come out to talk to his team. 5-0, the Wildcats in the lead. And Max McKay steps in. The left-handed hitter. The pitch. He's going to bunt it up the left side, foul. McCain was playing just behind the bag at third, and McKay thought he had an opportunity to steal a base hit there, but he wasn't able to get it down. Now McCain will move into the edge of the grass. It'll be 1-1, I believe. Or 0-1, rather, on the batter. A pitch count, Josh, working its way up now on Hunter.
Yeah, Cowan's at 73 pitches, 33 balls, 40 strikes, and a lot of these pitches, especially the last inning and a half, have been pretty high-stress pitches on the mound for him out there.
We're in the top half of the fourth inning, and it is 5-0 Carlisle in the lead. They are ranked 10th in the state in the Class 3A. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike 0-2. Hunter takes a look to first. And that missed upstairs 1-2. Terpstra in the left. Matley in center, Hargrave in right. Oden's at third. Kosrich short. Paloma at second. The first baseman is Daniel Hargrave. Trey Reinhardt behind the plate, taking the pitches from the senior Hunter Cowan. And you look out there, and a lot of these guys will be back next year. Matley's a senior, and Hargrave's a senior in right, and then Hunter Cowan. But other than that, everybody else, you got 6 of your 9 starters with the opportunity to return next year, and we've got some good young players coming as well. So the future of the Big Red baseball program, as usual, looks pretty good. That one was fouled off out of play by McKay. Stays at 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch hit into center field. Matley coming on. He'll get it. That'll be the second out of the inning as Hunter Matley makes the catch out in center field. And that'll bring up the dangerous Anthony Hansen.
That's a nice play there by Tommy. Got a nice jump on the line drive out to center field. Came up and made it look easy that time.
Hansen had a double to right. His last at-bat, he's also popped up to first in the ball game. He's a .586 hitter on the season. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. The throw is there, but nobody covered, and it goes into center field. So a mishap by the middle of the infield. Trey's throw was near the bag. Hansen swung through.
and it looked like he interfered with Trey. Couldn't follow through. So, and I believe that's what Hodges is coming up to talk to Tony Curry about. And obviously, I don't think we're going to get that call, but it definitely looked like that did hamper Trey's throw.
Yeah, he swung through, and he swung through very late, which could be, construed as interference. But no call for the Big Reds, and around the third goes Emberlin. That's a strike called 0-2. Nonetheless, somebody should have covered the bag at second. I don't know if we'd have got him or not, but the throw shouldn't have went into center field. Trey's throw wasn't too bad, really. Here's the 0-2 delivery. In the dirt, 1-2.
There's one of those things. It looked like Tyson got over there a little late, like, oh my goodness, he's running. I need to cover.
Here's the 1-2 from Hunter. Up and in. Way up and in. 2-2. Man on third is Zach Emberlin. Time is called. And it seems like a little discrepancy with the count here, and the umpire's going to get together. We've got 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not that our book matters. I feel pretty confident that that's accurate. He swung through on the first pitch.
The second pitch was called a strike. So I know we have the 2 strikes.
There's a ball hit towards the middle and past the diving Brett Cothridge for a base hit. 6-0 Carlisle. And Jordan Pierce will step in. Pierce is 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch, Callan. Fly ball, center field. Matley going back. Now he's going to have to step up the pace. It goes over his head into the wall. And here comes Hanson around from third, and he's going to score. It'll be a triple for Pierce. And, you think of the balls that they've hit tonight that would have been gone in their ballpark. They got to be thinking, man, what do we got to do? That makes it a 7-0 ball game, and here comes Hodges. That probably will do it for Hunter. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Nothing brings out the warmth and style of your home like new flooring. J&L Flooring in Centerville is family-owned and operated, and they're located on the east side of the Centerville Square. Give them a call today at 856-6331. That's 856-6331. J&L Floor Covering carries a complete line of floor coverings at the most competitive prices, and they hire only the most qualified professional installers. Call J&L Flooring today at 641-856-6331. That's 856-6331.
Well, the Big Reds do make a pitching change. Tyson Boloma comes on now for Coach Hodges and his Big Reds. And we'll get a look here at Tyson. Tyson's a sophomore. This will be his 10th appearance. He's 1-1 on the season, 18 2/3 innings. And he's got a 1.5 ERA. He's got 7 strikeouts and 4 walks. And Tyson's just one of those guys that's very effective. He's got kind of a gunslinger delivery, and he just kind of gets out. Yeah, we've seen this kid throw for many years, and it's kind of a 3/4, maybe drop down to almost sidearm. It's just kind of an awkward delivery, but he gets the job done. And he will face Nate Mortimer, who's 2 for 2 in the ball game with a triple. and a single. The Big Reds are at Eddyville tomorrow night for one game, and then off until a doubleheader at Fairfield next Tuesday. So, of course, you would expect us to have one of our better pitchers ready to go tomorrow night against Eddyville, but then we don't play till Tuesday. So he's got a pretty good option here for who he can use tonight. That was a strike, 1-1. That's outside, 2-1.
Yep, we got Hunter Cowan moving to short and Brett Cosrich moving over to second base with Paloma going to the mound now.
The 2-1. Strike called, 2-2.
You'd almost think we haven't seen Wyatt Ewald tonight. Maybe he's throwing tomorrow night. We don't know that for sure, but that'd be kind of my guess.
That'd be my best guess, yeah.
The other senior.
There's the ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Tiger Terpstra coming in, and he makes the catch. So Paloma comes on and retires Mortimer to end the inning, but Carlisle gets 4 more. They lead this thing 7-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch Game Cast.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Since 1961, Pershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Pershey Roofing and Painting, third generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting.
We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Big Reds have 2, 3, and 4, and 7-0, guys, certainly not over. We do have the offense to get something done here. You put 2 or 3 on the board and make a ball game of it. Inside 1-0. Crowley certainly doesn't look like he's anything unhittable. He's got good jump and stuff, but we put the ball in play. We just have to find a way to get the runs across. Upstairs, 2-0. We can close the book now on Hunter Cowan, and Josh, you got any final numbers on Hunter?
Well, he threw 83 pitches when he came out. I can pull up a little bit more on him here in just a second.
That's a strike called. The Redettes playing at home tonight against Wayne and Melcher Dallas in town in a triangular action. 3-1 now in McCain.
Cowan, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 83 pitches, gave up 7 earned runs, struck out 2, gave up 11 hits.
It just looked like, guys, he couldn't get the ball down. We talked about it earlier. Not only did he miss out of the strike zone with it high, but then when he got in the strike zone, it was up, and that's when he really got hurt. Base on balls to McCain Oden. That's just what we needed there, and here comes Hunter Cowan. And that's going to be a timeout call and bring the manager out of the Carlisle dugout. I think that's it, guys. Crowley, he took the baseball away from him. He hasn't given it to anybody else yet. Maybe he just likes to hold the ball when he talks.
Crowley slipped a little bit there himself, and the third ball he threw halfway up the screen here. So I don't know if he's asking if we can get some work done on the mound, or if the ball's slick, or what the deal is, or maybe you just want to come out and poke fun at his pitcher.
I don't know. That was an odd deal. He took the ball, then he gave it back, and then Crowley dropped it, and then they called Mark Halverson in. It was almost like it's wet or it's moisture. The mound looks a little slimy. I don't know. And I think that might have been Cowan's kind of problem with that one time that he slipped. He was afraid to overstep, and that's why the ball kept staying up. He wasn't taking that full stride and kind of short-arming the ball. Well, we're ready for baseball again, and this pitch to Hunter is outside 1-0. Needing the order here. We need to get something going. We trail it 7-0 to Carlisle. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. I'd say Crowley's doing fine on his pitch count, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he's only at 45 pitches, 25 balls and 20 strikes, so he's kind of getting himself behind, but it seems like he's being pretty efficient so far.
There's the 2-0. Upstairs again, 3-0. And you mentioned last inning, I think the Big Reds maybe we do need to start taking a few pitches, being a little more particular, as he has missed the strike zone quite a bit tonight.
Well, yeah, and this is a perfect case right here at 3-0. Maybe we can help ourselves out and get a few base runners on, and maybe make him play one over the plate and get something going here.
It's 3 balls and no strikes on Cowan. And the pitch upstairs again, ball 4, and that'll bring the manager out again, or at least one of the coaches, and maybe this might do it, or they might talk about the conditions again. We'll see what happens here. Crowley's going to meet him near the line and just give him the baseball and walk off. So that's going to do it for Joe Crowley. He gets a nice round of applause, and there's a left-hander trotting onto the field for Carlisle, and that is number 3, Tristan Durham. We'll give you the rundown on him when we come back on Hy-Vee's The Pitch Gamecast. Big Reds down 7-0, but we've got 2 on, nobody out, and 4, 5, and 6 coming. We're back to Pat Doherty after this.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
New man on the mound for Carlisle is the left-hander, Tristan Durham. And Josh Rice got the scoop on this guy.
Yeah, Durham, a senior, looks like he's had 6 appearances, a 2-2 record, pitched 21 1/3 innings so far. He's allowed 23 hits. He's got 15 strikeouts and walks 5. Opponent batting average against him is .247. So again, the statistics don't sound like he's unhittable. He's not overpowering. Doesn't have a bunch of strikeouts. So maybe we can get in here and see what we can do with this lefty on the mound.
Well, Kosarich will be the first guy to take a peek at him. Brett doubled to right center in his first at-bat of the ball game, and then he was gunned down trying to stretch it into a triple. Again, Monday night, spread the word. The bonus edition, the PitchSportsShow.com will be the place to be for Little League Baseball. The PitchSportsShow.com is where you will find it worldwide. You can get it on any mobile device. Little League Baseball on the PitchSportsShow.com on Monday night. The 10-year-olds and the 12-year-olds from Memorial Park. Chad will be umpiring. Josh will be doing the PA, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be bringing you the play-by-play action available only on the PitchSportsShow.com. That missed outside to Brett. 1-0. Oden at second and Cowan at first with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. 7-0 Carlisle. Outside, 2-0. Well, Durham definitely throws harder than Crowley, but still, like you said, not overpowering speed. But the 2-0, that's in there for a strike, 2-1. Just watching him, he looks like a pretty solid pitcher.
Yeah, he's got decent velocity, and seeing that lefty is always a little different in high school.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Well, with 4 starts on the season, he's obviously one of the guys they use in the rotation. I'm not sure who all Carlisle plays in their conference, but I would assume it's a lot of those teams up in that Des Moines area that they're going to run into some pretty good competition. Probably Newton, probably up in there, Grinnell, probably. There's a ball hit up the right side out of play. Stays at 2-2 on Brett. The Redettes defeated Melcher Dallas at the Triangular down there, 14-2. They trailed Wayne 1-0 in the last report. Time is called. Now Brett's back in and ready for baseball. The 2-2 fouled off again. 335 down the lines here at Badge 397 in center with the big high fence out there in center field. When you hit one out of here, you have earned it, no doubt about it. A stark contrast to Carlisle's field, which is one of the shorter high school parks you'll play in. Ground ball towards the middle. The second baseman's got it, steps on the back, fires across for an easy double play. Doggone it. Brett hit it towards the middle, but it was right at the second baseman, Mikesell, who had him played perfect, and he's able to turn the double play. Hargrave steps in, third on the play. That's outside 1-0. 2 outs now. Big Red's trying to scratch a run across here in the fourth. That's on the corner for a strike, 1-1.
Well, if nothing else, we give our defense a little time to rest, let the boys sit down and get a drink of water or something.
Fouled back. The line in the 1-2. Little fister, left side, but at the third baseman, Jordan Pierce, and he's got it for the final out of the inning. So the Big Reds make a little noise, but Tristan Durham comes in and squelches it for us. So we can close the book now on Crowley. Josh, what do you got on the final numbers for Joe Crowley tonight for Carlisle? We know he went he went 3 innings. 3 innings, yep. 3 innings pitched, threw 47 pitches, struck out 1, gave up 2 hits and walked 3. So not a bad line for him. He just kind of started getting a little bit wild there at the end, and he was not around the plate a lot. He threw 27 balls and 20 strikes. So he was a little bit wild tonight, but still fairly efficient and held us off the scoreboard so far. We'll grab a break. We'll come back and head to the 5th after this on Hy-Vee.
Or call them at 641-856. They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is...
One batter batting in Rose, batting 261, comes into the game. So not an easy out anywhere in the lineup.
0-2 here on Good News. Tyson Paloma goes to work here. The 5th, ground ball towards count is short, and he makes the play. Well, Hunter definitely should have had that one. So it goes an error on Cowan. And that'll bring up Matt Rhodes, the right fielder. From the stretch, Paloma to the plate. This is down and in, 1-0. RK Auto Body. Here of all those dents and dings. We'll get looking brand new again out at RK Auto Body already at 856-2500. So it goes an error on Callan. And that'll bring up Matt Rhodes, the right fielder. From the stretch, Paloma to the plate. Misses down and in, 1-0. RK Auto Body is your place to take care of all those dents and dings. They'll get you looking brand new again out at RK Auto Body. Call Randy at 856-2500. Fly ball right field, hit fairly well. Hargrave goes back. It's over his head, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Here comes the run around third, going to score. Heading into third base is Rhodes with a stand-up triple and an RBI. And 8-0 Carlisle. And the 9-hitter Jensen Michael will step in. Time is called. Now we're ready to go again. There's a fister at Hargrave at first, and he's unable to get it, but it's foul. He did make the stop on it, but he wasn't able to catch it in the air, and it'll be a foul ball, and Mixel will live to see another pitch. Oden is even with the bag at third. Hargrave is deep at first. That's inside, and Mixel thought it caught his jersey. He was going to head to first, and now Mark Halverson says he did hear a tick, and they're going to award first base to Mixel, and that's not good. There was really no effort to get out of the way of that ball. He just kind of stood there and let him take that one.
Don't get that call very often unless you lean into one, actually physically lean into one or something like that, make it very obvious. You don't typically get that. You didn't move, you don't get the base.
Well, here's Peyton Stevens, as Josh mentioned earlier, just a home run shy of the cycle here tonight. That pitch was on the corner, 0-1. Yeah, and you know, the handful of times I've ever seen it called, though a lot of times it was like, what? Out of the blue. The times you think it should be, and then out of the blue, you see it like, you know, McCain up and say hits him in the helmet. He does say hit him in the helmet and save literally confusing, and they call it. And we had it at a district game when I was coaching at Moulton on a curveball that hit the kid in the back. It's like, it was a breaking ball. You can't. You have to hang in there on a breaking ball. That missed down our way 2-1.
Yeah, the McCain thing, they said he leaned out over the plate.
2 balls and a strike on Stevens. Fly ball left field. He got under it. Terpstra camps under it out there. He's going to make the catch. The runner will tag from third and score, and it will be 9-0 Carlisle. But lo and behold, we got Stevens out, but it won't hurt his batting average because it'll be a sac fly and an RBI. First out of the inning, and that'll bring up Zach Kimberlin. 9-0 now in favor of the Wildcats. Again, next Wednesday night, we're back down at Red Park for Red softball as they have a makeup game with Knoxville. And Monday night, our first webcast-only broadcast, as we will broadcast on the PitchforkShow.com Little League Baseball. All-star action from Memorial Park in Centerville. The 10-year-olds at 6 with the 12-year-olds to follow. That missed outside 1-0. One out, the man on first, and the body of Jensen Mixel. There goes the runner. Hit and run was on. That's fisted off out of play. It'll be 1-1. Paloma checks his runner and out of the plate. Missed outside, 2-1.
Russ, it looks like we got some action down in the Big Red bullpen. I didn't see who ran down there, but we do have someone down there throwing.
Here's the 2-1. Missed outside, 3-1. Well, if you're the Big Reds now, you start to think we do not want to be 10 runs. I mean, you certainly, that's always a pride issue on that. And you don't want to get shut out. So we've still got a couple of things to play for. Still holding out hope to get back in the ball game. Fly ball right field. Now the runner on first thinks there's 2 outs. Hargrave catches, throws to first. It'll be an easy double play on the mishap by Mickelson, who just took off on it. And you can bet the coach will be waiting to talk to him when he comes by. So the Big Reds catch a break, get the double play, inning over. But it's 9-0 Carlisle. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch Gamecast.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
For Carlisle, Rowray is in his second base, and Josh, there's a new man on the bump. Yeah, Cole Iverson, a sophomore for the Wildcats on there. He's got one start with 2 appearances. He's 2-0 with 6 innings pitched. He's only given up 3 hits and 1 run in his 2 appearances. He's walked 1, struck out 4. So looks like he hasn't pitched much, but been pretty effective when he was on the mound. He'll face Trey Reinhardt, the biggest power threat in the Big Red lineup. Trey hits the ball into right field. It's hit fairly well. Rhodes going back, still back, but he's got it out in front of the track for the first out of the inning. Trey gave it a pretty good ride the opposite way, but Rhodes was able to track it down. And now Coach Hodges maybe is going to make a change here. We'll see what he does. He's out talking to Tony Curry. He pointed down to the bullpen, so maybe whoever he's planning on pitching is going to get the opportunity to hit as well.
I'd say it's Colby Mistich, the way he was running in. The other gentlemen down there are just kind of walking in, so I'd say Mistich is going to come in and probably be our pitcher.
Well, Colby Mistich will come in to get an at-bat. Outstanding young ball player, an 8th grader. And we assume that he will go in to pitch, but we're not 100% sure on that. What we can confirm is that he's in to bat here in place of Jacob Hargrave. So Colby will get an opportunity. And he is hitting 100 at the varsity level, but again, just an 8th grader. This is a kid that's going to contribute tremendously to this program in the next 4 years. Already helping out this year at the varsity level.
Yeah, he came in and threw 3 good innings against Hy-Vee, our last game cast that we were down here. So he does a nice job on the mound. Can really play about anywhere. He's a very versatile athlete and does all right with the bat.
Well, we'll see what he can do here with Cole Iverson. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th, 9-0 Carlisle. That's a strike call. 0-1. That one's down in the dirt, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 3 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th for Carlisle. And the Big Reds still looking for their first run of the ball game. And there's a nasty curveball, and he gets Colby to go down on strike. So Tyson Baloma will step in now. Well, we'll see what Hodges does defensively next inning. There's all sorts of different options if he is bringing Colby into pitch. Not sure if Tyson plays a lot of outfield or if he possibly, I know Hunter was an outfielder.
Hunter Cowan played outfield the other night, so he played a little center field, so he might move him to center field and Matt Lee over to right field.
Below offered on the first pitch and then took that one for a ball. It's 1-1.
Of course, that's all speculation on my behalf.
The 1-1. Little flare, right side. Hanson going back and makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch. Out in foul territory, but good catch there by Hanson. And we have played through 5 innings of baseball. It's all Carlisle so far. They lead it by a score of 9-0. And we'll keep it here again. Give Josh Price an opportunity once again to talk a little bit about Hy-Vee. You'll find them out there on 18th Street. And, of course, Hy-Vee has been a proud sponsor and presenting the Pitch Sports Show now. Since about 2 months in, I think, you guys came on board. We might be in our 5th year. I don't know how many, 5, 6 years on the pitch right now.
I think it might actually be longer than that.
Really? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, my golly, how about that? At least, yeah, I'm 7. I don't know, but
yeah, because we came in when Doug was still there, and he's been gone now for over 5 years. So we're definitely over that 5-year mark.
Well, Josh, what do you got for us out at the store this week?
Well, got a lot of great stuff. We're getting one-day sale tomorrow. We've got a lot of great items, a lot of summer fun items, 10% off. We have Body Armor sports drinks, just 5 for $5. 7-Up Dr. Pepper 6-packs, just 7 for $10. And then don't forget on Saturday, you spend 50, get 50 cents. Next week, got a lot of great stuff going on, going into the 4th of July weekend. Wild Wednesday is back next week. We're going to spend $30, save 30 cents a gallon on your fuel saver card. A great tent sale starting on Thursday. And then, of course, we're going to have all your beach and outdoor fun needs for the 4th of July week. We're going to have a lot of great stuff going on next week, so make sure you come and check us out all weekend long. The weather's going to be hot. We're well air-conditioned, so come on in, see us, and spend some time in there. We go to the 6th inning for Carlisle, 3, 4, and 5 for the Big Reds. Kobe Misicich does come on to pitch. We move Tyson Beloma to second. Over to short goes Brett Kosrich, and out to right field goes Hunter Callan. So defensively, we've got Terpstra in left, Matley in center, Callan in right. Oden at third, Kosrich short. Beloma at second, Daniel Hargrave at first, Trey Reinhart behind the plate, now taking the pitches from Kobe Misicich. And there's a ball ripped off the left side foul. Well, we'll see what the youngster's made of. Here you are, you're Misicich, you're an 8th grader. You come in against one of the better hitting teams in the state. But I really do not see him being intimidated one bit. No, I think Kobe would go out there and just throw his ball game and come in and do the best he can. And he throws fairly hard for an 8th grader. Nice little breaking ball there. It just missed outside. But I think he'll do just fine.
So ball on a strike now on Max McKay. This Carlisle team hits 390 as a team. That's pretty impressive. There's a ball hit into right field, base hit off the bat of McKay. And that'll bring up Anthony Henson.
But they have 2 guys over 500, a couple of them right around 400, and everybody else except for Rhodes, which Rhodes is probably getting closing in on 300. He's the only one below 300 right now.
Yeah, Rhodes is 1 for 3 tonight, so that will up the average a little bit. But Trey's going to get a new baseball here or something. What did he do here? He gave him a baseball. Okay, him and Curry having a little fun back there. Man on first is a courtesy runner for McKay, which probably is not Roy or whoever that was that ran earlier, because Roy Ray is in the ball game now. He came in last inning at second base. There's a strike called on Hanson. I think that's Owen Durham out there. Number 2? Number 2, Durham. Sure. Breaking ball, grounded George Kosrich short, but slow enough that he's going to not have a chance to get 2, and he's going to have to come across the diamond and get Hanson. There's one where it's a good thing it was Hanson running, because that was a little nothing muffin that could have went for a base hit for a lot of guys. But Brett's able to charge it and throw out Hanson at first base. And that'll bring up Jordan Pierce, the third baseman.
You would have beat that out easily.
I actually think I would have. I wasn't real fast, but I might have been a little faster than Hanson. Maybe.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That's the way we're going to remember that.
Swing and a miss. 9-0 Carlisle here in the Top half of the 6th inning. The Big Reds have got to keep them off the board. Otherwise, we'll become in danger of a shortened game. Here's the 0-1. Fastball on the outside part of the dish, and it's 0-2. Pierce is a 356 hitter. Fouls it back. And he is 2 for 3 in the ball game with a single and a triple. Again, the Big Reds are at Eddyville, Blacksburg tomorrow night for a big conference matchup as the Big Reds sit atop the conference leaderboard. We split with Eddyville, Blacksburg earlier in the year, so we'll be looking to get after them. Fly ball, right field, Hunter Callan drifting over. There is a tag, looks like it's second, and he feints it and doesn't go. And Hunter fires it into third. Nice job of Colby to back that throw up. And that'll bring up Nate Mortimer now. The Carlisle shortstop. Nice ball player here. Mortimer is 2 for 3 on the ball game. And he's just a sophomore. There's a ball hit in the air, right center field. Hit pretty well. Matley going back. It is one hop off the wall in right center. The run's going to score. Mortimer heading around. They may wave him. They're going to wave him home, and he's going to score. And I don't know. I don't know if I can get that inside the Parker. The ball got away out in the outfield, so I think that's going to be a triple and an error. If you're Carlisle, you probably scored a home run. But the ball did get away on the throw-in, and so I think you're going to have to give that an error on the throw. But there again, I'm guessing if Carlisle, that's going to be scored a home run. What would you give it?
I would give it a home run because he was rounding third by the time the ball got to the cutoff, so it would have been a heck of a play all the way around in order to get him down at home. So
then a home run it is, Chadley.
We'll give the kid a home run. What the heck?
What the heck? 11-0 now. There's the ball grounded towards the left side. Oden to his left side. Got it. Plants his feet. Fires. Got him. What a play by McCain Oden. That was a fantastic defensive gem by McCain Oden to end the inning. But Carlisle got a couple. They lead it 11-0. We'll have to score to keep this thing going. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th after this on Hy-Vee's The Bid.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Big Reds are going to have to score a couple to keep this game going. We trail 11-0, and Josh Carlisle making some changes out there.
Yeah, at first base we have Mason Henricks, and out left field we have number 19 Josh Beener out there, and I think that's all the changes that I see so far.
Second inning of work down for Cole Iverson. He'll try to close this out for Carlisle. The Big Reds came into the ball game at 13-9. Carlisle came in at 16-4. Here's the pitch to Tommy Matley. Fouls it back to the net. Want to thank all of our fine sponsors on the broadcast. Cook Insurance, Dan and Dale Sales and the Sales family. Ochre Realty, Henley Dental, the Thomas Funeral Home, Northside Insurance, Daily Iowegian. There's a ground ball towards the shortstop, Mortimer. He's got it. Fires across for the first out. Want to thank the folks at J&L Flooring, RK Auto Body, Jim Ireland Menswear, First Roofing and Painting, Chico Construction, Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop, and Power Insurance. They have the starting lineups tonight. And Hy-Vee our presenting sponsor. Well, the top of the lineup now, Tiger Terpstra trying to get something going here for the Big Reds. There's a line drive, right field, but right at Rhodes for the second out. The Big Reds are down to their final out. And it is McCain Oden that'll try to keep this game going for us. Again, the Big Reds are at Eddyville Blakesburg tomorrow night in a conference matchup as we try to stay atop the conference leaderboard. All right, McCain, let's go. Swing and a miss. Must be around 8:30. Bob Traxler is headed to the car, so Bob's right there. It's curfew time. Ground ball to the shortstop, Mortimer. He's got it, fires across, throws off the bag, and McCain is safe at first. Now they throw the ball away back to the pitcher, and McCain will head down to second. Nobody's covering third, but you don't want to take that chance. So we stay alive for the moment. And here's Hunter Callan. Hunter represents the run that could keep the game going. Hunter's had one of those nights that didn't pitch very well, kind of had the air. He had the air at shortstop. You'd like to see him get a base hit, just kind of get that confidence back up. Strike called, 0-1. And the 0-1 delivery is off the outside corner, 1-1. Again, those conference standings, the Big Reds are at 10-2, Knoxville's at 8-2, and Albia at 9-3, along with Sheraton. So it is quite a race as we head into the latter part of the conference season. That one's flared off the right side. Looks like it's going to get out of play, and it does. So 1-2 now on Hunter Callan. The left-hander, Iverson, takes a look to second, and now to the plate. Breaking ball is a called strike 3. And that is the ball game. 11-0 your final. Carlisle wins it in 6 innings. We'll grab a break, come back and look to wrap things up after this on Hy-Vee's Gamecast edition of the Pitchfork Show.
Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
Well, it's a final, not a great night for the Big Reds. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Chad, Carlisle looked like everything you would think a top-ranked team would be. Very impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. We said the whole game they hit 1 through 9. Did a very good job defensively. They have a 960 fielding percentage, didn't make any errors there. Very good pitching, kept everything around the plate. And like we said, we can't say enough about how well they handled the bat at the plate and getting big hit after big hit.
Well, the Big Reds will take on Eddyville Blakesburg tomorrow night at Eddyville. And we want to remind you, Monday night, we will be at the Little League field broadcasting on the pitchforkshow.com. You will find us only on the pitchforkshow.com on Monday night. We'll have Little League baseball from the Little League field here in town, the 10-year-olds at 6, the 12-year-olds at 8. Josh Bryce has got our Ochre Realty post-game summary. Josh, the numbers kind of one-sided tonight.
A little bit, yeah. For Carlisle tonight, they had 11 runs on 14 hits. Let's see here. They walked 2, struck out twice. They had one man hit by a pitch. They had 1 stolen base and 1 caught stealing. So, yeah, overall, kind of a kind of a one-sided game on that. The Big Reds tonight had 2 hits. Let's see, we had 3 walks, struck out 2. Let's see here. Our 2 hits tonight were Hargrave and Cosgeridge. They were both doubles. Yeah, the doubles are what we had. Carlisle had 11 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 5 men left on base, while the Big Reds had no runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base.
So the Big Reds fall to Carlisle tonight. We go to 13-10 on the season. And we'll try to bounce back tomorrow night against Eddyville, Blacksburg. For Chadley Kestner and Josh Rice, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And remind you, Monday night at the Little League Field, and then next Wednesday back on KCOG Radio with the Pitchfork Show with our weekly broadcast where we will have Redette softball. Big thanks to Hy-Vee and all of our fine sponsors for making the broadcast possible. It's a final. Carlisle wins at 11-0 over the Centerville Big Reds. From Pat Doherty Field, I'm Russ W. Oker saying so long, everybody.